Okay, we have all been there, right? Stuck on the phone, hammering the zero key, trying to get past an endless series of menus, and just wanting to throw your phone against the wall. But what if I told you that entire frustrating experience is on the brink of a massive upgrade? Today, we're going to dig into how conversational AI is set to completely overhaul the call center as we know it.
You know the one I'm talking about. Press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. Please say representative at any time. It's so rigid, it's painfully slow, and half the time it doesn't even understand you. It's this universal pain point, and it just feels so incredibly outdated. But the crazy part? It's still pretty much the norm. Get this, nearly 80% of all contact centers are still running on these old-school legacy systems. We're talking billions of customer interactions every single year filled with long hold times and just endless repetitive questions. It's a huge problem, for sure, but it's also a massive opportunity for a whole new kind of technology to come in and shake things up. So let's meet the hero of our story, the AI voice agent. And look, this isn't just a slightly better version of the old system we all hate. Nope. This is a complete reimagining of how a machine can actually talk to a human, moving away from a frustrating pre-programmed script to a genuinely smart conversation.
Now, the words to really focus on here are intent and context. An AI voice agent doesn't just hear your words. It's designed to understand what you're actually trying to do. It remembers what you said a minute ago. The whole goal is to have a fluid, dynamic interaction that feels a whole lot closer to talking with a real person.
I mean, the real leap forward here is the switch from being menu-driven to intent-driven. With the old systems, you have to play by their rules, right? You have to navigate their maze. With AI agents, you can just say what you want. The old way follows a static script, while the new AI agents can create dynamic responses on the fly. And this is crucial. Where an old system forgets everything the second you pick a new option, an AI agent actually remembers the context of the conversation. It really is the difference between following a rigid flowchart and having a real dialogue.
So how does all this work? What's the magic that makes this kind of intelligent conversation even possible? Well, it's not one single thing. It's actually a combination of a few really powerful technologies all working together behind the scenes.
The easiest way to think of it is like this. Automatic speech recognition, or ASR, that's the ears. It listens to your voice and turns it into text. Then you have natural language processing, or NLP. That's the brain. It figures out the meaning and the intent behind what you said. Text-to-speech, or TTS, well, that's the mouth. It crafts a response and says it back to you in a human-like voice. And the real secret sauce here is machine learning, which lets the whole system learn from every single interaction, getting smarter and smarter over time.
Okay, so that's the theory. But how is this technology being used right now, today, to solve actual problems? Let's take a look at some of these AI agents in action.
So the biggest and most obvious use case is automating all those simple, repetitive questions that just clog up call centers. You know, things like password resets, checking on an order status, updating your address. An AI agent can handle somewhere between 50 to 60% of these queries instantly, 24/7, without ever needing to take a break.
And it's not just about taking your calls either. AI is also completely changing outbound communication. Instead of getting one of those dead-end robocalls that just dumps information on you, an AI agent can have a real interactive conversation. So if it calls to remind you about an appointment, you can actually ask to reschedule right then and there, and the AI can check the calendar and lock in a new time for you.
And this stuff is incredibly versatile. In healthcare, it's being used for things like appointment scheduling, which is dramatically reducing the number of patient no-shows. In the financial world, it can handle secure authentication to get you into your account way faster. And of course, in retail, it's managing order tracking and returns, just smoothing out that whole customer journey.
Okay, this all sounds fantastic for us, the customer. But what does it mean for the business's bottom line? Let's talk about the return on investment here.
This visual right here pretty much tells the whole story. When you automate a huge chunk of your calls, your operational costs just plummet. And it's not just about needing fewer people for simple tasks. It's about reducing costs everywhere. Less training time, lower staff turnover, and the ability to handle huge spikes in call volume without having to build a giant new call center. In fact, some organizations that have really leaned into AI voice agents have been able to reduce those operational costs by as much as 40%. That is a massive saving that can be poured right back into the business.
And it's not just about saving money. It's about actually driving growth. You see, with better, faster, 24/7 customer service, you get happier, more loyal customers. And businesses adopting this tech are seeing up to 23% annual growth, driven in part by that massively improved experience.
So when we boil it all down, success here is measured by a few key things. Are you getting customers' answers faster? Yes. Are customer satisfaction scores going up? Absolutely. Are you freeing up your human agents from boring, repetitive tasks? You bet. And can you grow your business without costs going through the roof? Yes. AI voice agents are delivering on all four fronts.
And this right here is maybe the most important takeaway of all. This isn't really about replacing humans entirely. It's about elevating their role. By letting the AI handle all the simple stuff, the human agents are freed up to focus on the complex, emotional, high-stakes problems where their expertise truly matters. It just creates a smarter, more efficient system for everyone involved.
Which leads us with the big question as we look to the future. As this technology gets even more powerful, what does that perfect partnership between people and AI actually look like? We're not just building better robots here, we're fundamentally redesigning the entire way businesses communicate. And finding that perfect balance, well, that's going to be the key to everything.